Hey, kiddo, go ahead and jump in the back. Your boots aren't too muddy now, are they?
No, they're not dirty. They're fine. The pitch was completely dry, so none of the dirt stuck to my cleats. It hasn't rained for a while.
Then we're all good to go. Hop in and we can get moving on our way. How was practice then? Are you guys all ready for the start of season? All ready to win the championship?
It was great. I think we're finally going to do really well this time. We came in almost dead last in last year's season, so we can't do much worse.
Oh, well, there's more to the game than just winning. As long as you're having a good time with your friends, then nothing else matters.
Yeah, Dad, I know that. It is fun to just get out there and play, but winning is fun too. I don't care about us getting first place or anything, but it would be cool if we at least did a little better. At least better than second last. It was embarrassing to be so close to the bottom.
I understand. Don't sweat it too much, though. I'm sure you will do much better. I mean, you've been practicing so much these past few months, and you're getting bigger and stronger every day. Soon you'll be even taller than me.
Does that mean I will get to drive the car when that happens? Does it?
No, absolutely not. That's not how things work. Driving isn't something that is based on height, but you will be able to drive when you're older. That's a little way off for you just now, though.
Damn, it looks like so much fun driving. I can't wait to learn to do it.
It is fun, but it can be dangerous as well, you know? These things are made of tons of heavy metal. You need to be careful so that you don't hurt anyone. Speaking of which, how is your leg doing? Is it all better now? Has it fully healed?
Oh, you mean that scratch that I got from practice last week? Yeah, it's all fine. The scratch has healed up, and when I cover it with my socks, it doesn't even hurt to slide on the pitch. Well, maybe it does hurt, but just a little anyway.
That's the way. It's not something that will stop you from playing in the first game, right?
No way. I would never miss that. Not for some tiny scratch like this anyway. And what would the team do without their star player anyway?
That's exactly what I was thinking. You know, this kind of thing reminds me of when I was your age.
Does that mean that you were the star player of your soccer team too?
Oh, God, no. Not even close. First of all, I played basketball, not soccer. But I do have a little story for you. So one time I must have been maybe a little older than you are now, so maybe 12? We had trained so much for the upcoming season. We all felt so ready for it. And then the day before the first game, our star player told us that he was moving away from the district and wasn't going to be on our team anymore. That first game, we got absolutely demolished. The score was something like 12-82, if I remember correctly. We never came back from that defeat. I think we only won a single game that season, and then I quit basketball.
Dad, that's so lame. How could you lose that badly? Don't tell me that I'm going to turn out to be as bad at sports as you are.
I don't think that you need to worry about that. You're already much better at sports than your old man ever was.
Thank God for that. I don't want to have to quit soccer. I love playing it.
You won't have to quit anything. Don't you worry about that. By the way, are you hungry already?
You bet. I'm starving. Did Mom cook dinner? What's for dinner?
I'm not exactly sure, but your grandparents are over, and I think Grandma was helping your mom cook something up for dinner tonight. It should be great.
Wait, do you mean that Grandpa Bill and Grandma Irene are at home right now? Yay!
Oh, sorry, that's not quite what I meant. I was talking about your mother's parents. Grandpa Mike and Grandma Clara are over.
Oh, okay, I see.
Is everything okay? You don't sound too happy about that.
Oh, it's nothing really. But you know that Grandpa Mike always makes fun of me for playing soccer. I don't like it when he does that. He keeps trying to get me to quit and play something else instead.
Yeah, I know what he can be like. He's a football guy, so he has it in his head that football is the better sport. Don't let it get to you, though. He means well, even if he is a bit grumpy about it sometimes. He loves you, you know? He just wants you to grow up to be a big, strong man in the future. That's all. Sometimes he just has a funny way of showing how much he loves you. Just don't dwell on what he says for too long. Give him a quick laugh and he will move on to something else.
Sure, I got it. I'll try to do that.
Honey, we're home. Tom is starving and wants to eat everything you cooked, he said. What did you and Clara cook? Is dinner ready yet?
Hi, boys. Hi, sweetie. How was practice? Did you do well? It was good, Mom. And I told you not to call me sweetie anymore. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm already 10 years old. I'm your mother and I will call you whatever I like. And you will have to deal with it. Now go have a shower and get changed. I won't let you eat a single thing until those hands are clean and you're out of that filthy jersey. Okay, Mom. I'll be quick, though. Don't start without me.
I'll go wash up a little bit as well before we sit down at the table. Did you need help with anything?
No, that's okay. My parents can lend me a hand with anything I need. But we're really just about ready to set the table. We made mashed potatoes and roast chicken, by the way.
Great, that sounds like exactly what I need right now. I'll see you in the dining room in a bit then. So, Tom, your mom was telling me that you were just coming home from soccer practice. Are you really still playing that wimp's game of soccer? Well, are you? Answer me when I ask you something.
Yes, Grandpa. I'm still playing soccer. I don't want to quit it either. I love playing soccer.
You need to play a real man's sport, like football. Even baseball would be better than what you're doing right now. It should be a real American game, not some crap that came over here from Europe. They don't know anything about sports over there. How are you gonna get to grow into a real man when you're just running around the field too scared to even get down and dirty by hitting into another player? Look how scrawny you look. You're what, 10 now? There were 6-year-olds bigger than you back in my day. They could probably have beaten you down and taken the ball from you before you even knew what hit you. Is that what you want? To be beaten by some 6-year-olds? That's enough, Mike. Tom can do what he likes, and he chose soccer as his sport of choice. There is nothing wrong with that either. And I would bet my life that you're the one who put him onto it. You never played football when you were younger, did you, Harry? No, I didn't play football. I played basketball at school when I was younger. I thought so. You don't seem the type to have ever played football before. And look at you now. Do you really want Tom to grow up to be like you?
Dad, that's enough. We're eating here, you know. There's no need to say anything like that. Yes, honey. Let the boy play what he likes. Not everyone wants to be smacked around like in football. As long as he is having fun, that's the important thing.
And they're the worse for it. You can find out more about yourself getting knocked around a bit on the field than anything that they will teach you at that damn school these days. It's not just about having fun, it's about winning. It's about competition. It's about finding that warrior spirit and going on the attack until you get a touchdown. All these young boys are turning into wusses and picking lame jobs doing art and photography. This younger generation is going soft, but I don't want my grandson to go the same way as them.
Dad, you know that Harry is a professional photographer. You don't need to say those things about people's jobs.
I know damn well what he does for a living, and I said what I said. And I meant it too. Mike, I know how you feel about my job, but we've been over this hundreds of times already. I do what I do because I love it. It's a good job, and I'm not going to be changing it for anything. Now, let's just put this conversation to rest and enjoy the dinner. There is no need to turn this into an argument when we have such great food here in front of us. Clara, thanks so much for coming to help June cook today. It's always a pleasure when you're here.
Thank you so much, dear. What do you think of the mashed potatoes? Do you like them? I tried to make them a little different today than how I usually make them. I was a little worried they might not be as good as usual. Did they turn out all right?
They're absolutely divine, Clara. I love them. Actually, could I have some more? Listen, Mike, do you mind stepping out with me into the yard for a quick second, while everyone else is in the living room watching TV? Why is that? What do you need to show me out there? Did you mess up cutting the lawn again and need some advice? I told you that if a man can't cut his own lawn, there's not a damn thing that I can do to help him. Showing me your mess-ups isn't gonna change anything. It's got nothing to do with the lawn. There's nothing for me to show you out there. It's just that I wanted to talk to you for a bit in private, away from Tom and June and Clara. Oh, fine, all right then. Well, what did you need to tell me that we had to come out here for? You better not be wasting my time. There's something that I have wanted to bring up for quite some time now. It's about the way that you talk to Tom and about him as well. Huh? What are you getting at? What's wrong with how I speak to him? Couldn't you be a little bit nicer to him? You're always putting him down for being small and calling him a wimp for playing soccer. That's because he is small, and he is a wimp for playing soccer. If I don't tell him, then who the hell will? He doesn't need to be coddled like a baby. Nobody needs to tell him anything like that in the first place. That's not the sort of thing that kids need to be told all the time. I understand that you want him to be a man and grow up to be big and strong. I really do get it. This is your way of showing him you care and trying to get him to grow up as well. But that is not the way that you should be doing it. I don't think. He doesn't see it as tough love, he sees it as a lack of love. And that's exactly the problem with kids these days. If no one is patting them on the head and telling them that they did a good job, then they cry about it as though something bad has actually happened. In my day, it wasn't like that. No, even as kids we had to be tough and take the whole world by the horns to make sure it didn't gouge us when we weren't looking. Maybe that's what it was like back in your day, but it's not your day anymore. Times have changed, and that's not how we treat kids anymore. That's not how I want my son to be treated, that's for sure. I know you have your own ways of doing things, but he is my son, and I have my own way of raising him. So, what do you want me to do then, huh? Act as though he will break if I touch him? Should I pretend that he's a fragile little child that always needs a nice word? I can't do that, Harry. That's not the way that I was raised, and I don't think that's the way anyone should be raised. It's not in me to act like that when I don't think it's right. I'm not asking you to do that at all. I know kids need to be knocked down a little every now and then so that they can learn to pick themselves back up. That's a very valuable thing for kids to learn before they become adults. I agree with you on that part at least. But it shouldn't be their family members who are the ones knocking them down, Mike. It won't be good for him in the long run. Just hold off on the talk about him being a wimp and all the trash talk about soccer. You don't have to be all nice or anything. Just stop doing that for me, please. Maybe when he's older, you will get your wish and he will join the high school football team or something. You never know. Hobbies change over time. But if you keep it up like this, then he will start to hate football before he's ever tried it. He will associate it with bad memories from his childhood. I don't agree with you, Harry. But if what I say is really gonna make him hate football, then I'll try to keep a clamp on it. I want the boy to know how good the game really is and stop playing that idiot sport that he does now. But I am only doing this so that he doesn't get turned away from the best damn game in the entire world. It's not because you think what I'm doing is wrong. I understand that, and I appreciate it, Mike, I really do. That's all that I wanted to mention to you today. Good, we're finally done then. Let's get back inside, this has taken too long. Oh, and by the way, there is actually one more thing. What is it now? I thought you said we were done. Just one more thing. Tom has his first soccer game of the season this Saturday. I'm sure he would be happy to have you come and watch him play. Maybe you would like to join us if you're free. It might be a good chance for you and Tom to bond a little bit over sport. I hate that game, but maybe it would do the boy some good to have me on the sidelines. I might be able to teach him a little bit of sense. I'll try be there. What time is it? The game starts at 8:30 in the morning, this Saturday. I can send you the details by text later on. Fine. And by the way, the lawn looks like crap out here. You need to learn how to do it properly, but I am not going to be the one who shows you how.
Hey, I just wanted to say that I am sorry about my dad and what he was saying to you at the dinner table today. You know how he can be. Don't take him too seriously, okay? He's always been like that.
No, I don't take him too seriously. I know what he's like. He said that kind of thing to me hundreds of times before. It doesn't get to me at all. But I don't really like it when he talks to Tom like that. He's only 10. He shouldn't have to hear that sort of thing from his grandfather.
Oh, come on. It's not really all that bad, is it? It's just a little bit of tough love. All kids need a little bit of that in their lives. He's just winding him up a bit.
I know that's where it's coming from, but I don't think Tom does. It's not obvious to him why Mike speaks and acts like that towards him. It would be a different story if he was mainly nice and supportive, and only said those types of comments sometimes, but it's not like that. He's almost always negative when it comes to Tom's hobbies. When I told him that his grandparents were over for dinner, do you know what he did?
No? What did he do?
He cheered out loud. He was super happy that he would get to see them.
See? So what's the problem? Why are you making it sound as though Tom doesn't like his grandfather? Tom obviously doesn't mind what Mike says to him then, does he? He wouldn't be happy to see him if he felt that Dad was being mean to him.
He cheered because he thought it was Grandpa Bill and Grandma Irene.
Oh.
That's exactly the same reaction he had when I told him that it wasn't, that it was Mike and Clara who were coming over. He told me that he doesn't like it when Mike makes fun of soccer. He loves that sport. He shouldn't have to listen to people bring him down about it all the time. And we should be happy that he does love sport, that he's not inside on the computer playing video games all day long. A lot of kids his age don't even play sports anymore. That's the kind of time that we live in.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that my dad is wrong. Maybe it's exactly because it's that sort of time that we're living in that it's important for Tom to get a little bit of old school parenting. You're not going to be around to protect him forever. And you know that my dad was in the military. He wants things to be his way. And he is very used to getting things to be the way he wants them. That's what he has always been like. He was the same when I was growing up as well. I'm not so sure that he is wrong about it either.
But this is not the military, June. This is a family. Tom doesn't need to be some barbarian that goes around hitting people or whatever it is that Mike wants him to be doing. He's only 10 and needs to spend his childhood being supported and trying out new things so that he could find out what he really likes to do. And he seems to have already found it. He loves soccer. I want to keep it that way. I don't want anything to tarnish the love for the game that he has found.
But you know, some of my friends often complain about how their boys and even girls don't listen to what they say and act up and don't do the things that they're supposed to be doing. I don't think it's such a bad thing for kids to learn that not everything goes their way all of the time. Sometimes they need a bad guy in their life. At least a little bit.
But Tom isn't like that. He doesn't act up and he does what he is told and what he's supposed to do. It's fine to be a little harsh if he does the wrong thing. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think that we should never tell him off or just let him do whatever he wants all the time. But any sort of negative comments or whatever you want to call it should be reserved when he actually does something wrong and needs to be reprimanded. I will be the first one to say that it is the right way to do things. I will be the first one to sit him down and tell him what he did was wrong. But it shouldn't be coming from his grandpa when we're trying to enjoy a nice dinner and he hasn't done anything to be told off for. It just doesn't come across as tough love. It just sounds mean.
I think you just don't understand my dad. I grew up with him, okay? I know him really well and I know what he is trying to do. He really does mean well. And I turned out okay, didn't I? So he must have done something right. There is some method to what he does.
Well, you've got me there. You didn't just turn out all right. You turned out beautifully.
Thank you. I think so too.
Okay, listen, let's drop it for now. We won't sort anything out by arguing between the two of us. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that I did speak to Mike in private today after dinner.
Oh God, this doesn't sound good. When did that happen? I didn't even notice that you guys had gone off somewhere.
It was when you were in the living room with Clara and Tom watching TV. Not long after dinner. We went out into the yard so that we could talk in private.
This doesn't sound good. I can't imagine he took it well if you tried to confront him on something. What did you say to him?
There's nothing to worry about. It all went fine. I just told him that I didn't want him to be talking to Tom the way that he had been. And he agreed to try and stop pressing the idea of football all the time.
Wow. Really? Dad agreed to that. That's got to be a first. No offense, but I never thought that he would take any suggestions from you seriously.
No offense taken. I never thought that he would either, but I still had to try, didn't I? To be honest, I was really shocked by how receptive he was. I expected him to just brush it off without agreeing to anything. But that's a good thing, isn't it? I mean, he explicitly told me that he didn't agree with me on this point, but that he would try to not bring up football all the time or make fun of soccer anymore. And you know what else? I invited him to Tom's first soccer game this Saturday. He said that he would come.
I'm really surprised that things went so well. I don't think Dad has watched a single game of soccer in his entire life. I didn't think anything would be enough to get him to sit through a match.
This is his grandson, after all. He's not just gonna watch some random people play soccer or anything like that. I think this will be a good time for him to show some support to Tom. And maybe he won't even hate it so much after he sees his grandson out there on the pitch. What the hell are these kids doing out there? Do something, you wimps! What, are you too scared to even get close to the others? Smack him! Bump into them, knock them into the dirt! Mike, stop that. They're not supposed to be hitting anyone. This isn't boxing. This isn't how the game is supposed to be played. What? What a joke. You call this a sport? I've seen babies be more aggressive and competitive than these kids are being out there. And what the hell is this referee doing?
Dad, please! You don't need to comment on everything. Just watch the game.
You idiot, are you blind or something? This ref is blind. I don't know the rules to this stupid game, but that had to have been against them. Mike, stop that. You're causing a scene. Look, everyone is staring at us from all over the bleachers. Let them stare. What the hell do I care if they do that? They should get an eyeful of this idiot ref before looking at me. Look at those stupid shorts. What is he supposed to be? A Boy Scout?
Dad, Harry is right. Please cut it out. You're making a scene. You're not supposed to be saying that kind of stuff when you're here to watch.
I will say whatever I want to say. This is a free country, and I fought to keep it that way. You think these kids can't handle a bit of noise from the sidelines? This is exactly the kind of thing these wusses playing soccer would get upset about, isn't it? You all chose a stupid game to play. Go cry to your mommies and tell them that one old man hurt your feelings with his words. What a disgrace. I can't believe that I woke up early this morning to watch something as stupid as this. Oh no, the ref is coming over here. Mike, stop it right now. You're gonna get Tom in trouble for this. You can't be yelling like this the whole time. You, and you. You three are out of here. Get your stuff and leave the field right now. Which one is your son playing, huh? What's his number? Oh, don't do this, please. I'm sorry about him, but we'll make him stop, okay? Just don't take our son off the field. You've had your chance to get him to quiet down. I've been very patient with you, but enough is enough. Now, what number is your son? I'm begging you to not penalize the boy. He didn't do anything. How about we leave and come back when it's done? No, it is too late for that. I won't ask you again. What number is he? He's number 15. You can't kick us out of here. We're spectators and we can do what we like. No, you can't, and yes, I can kick you out of here. Number 15, get off the pitch. You're getting a suspension and you can thank your family for it. Now all of you, get out of here. This is a kid's game and you're ruining it for everyone else here. You should be ashamed of how you've conducted yourselves. You're not allowed to be at any of the games for 3 weeks. Then you can come back, but only then. Then I will see you in 3 weeks to give you another piece of my mind, you damn idiot. Mike, that's enough. You've done enough.
Dad, what's going on? Why did they pull me off? I didn't even do anything.
I'm sorry, son, but we have to get out of here. Mike, what the hell were you thinking? Have you lost your mind? You can't just go out there and abuse the players and referee like that. They're kids. They're just kids. This isn't a professional league where the players are used to that sort of thing. You were taking it way too seriously. They're just out there to have fun. They need to learn a thing or two. Did you see them running around there miles apart from each other? I thought this was supposed to be a contact sport, but as soon as one of them got the ball, the others just let him run off with it. I can't just sit by while that kind of idiocy is going on. I told you that sport isn't about having fun. It's about competing and seeing who's the best. But from what I saw, none of them were worth anything at all. Not a single damn player. And what was that ref doing, too? How does he think he has the power to throw us out of there, huh? It's because he does. He can, and now Tom has a suspension. This was the first match of the season, and you ruined it for him. Now he's out for 3 whole games. You have no idea how hard he practiced for this season. He was so ready to do well this year. And now, thanks to his grandpa, he can't even play. You embarrassed him. Who wants their friends to see their granddad behaving like that from the sidelines? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I never should have invited you to this game. That makes me the idiot. But you've ruined this for your grandson. I hope you're damn well happy.
Harry, you don't need to talk to my dad like that. Maybe he went a bit overboard, but don't you blame it all on him. And he's right. That ref could have at least given us a warning or something. But instead, he just came straight over and ejected us.
Are you really gonna take his side in this? Did you just see the same thing I did? The ref was completely right to do what he did. He put up with that for half the game before he made a decision. I would have made the same one. I'm just sorry that Tom had to get kicked off. Of course you would have made the same decision as that idiot. You're just the same as him. You're not a real man and can't act like one either.
Okay, Dad, that's enough. Both of you, that's enough. Dad, you need to go home. Say hi to Mom for me and we'll see you soon. Harry, get in the car. We're going home. And upstairs as soon as we're back. We need to talk. Tom, get in the back seat and go to your room once we're home. How can you talk to my dad like that? And in front of Tom, too? Are you out of your mind? You're supposed to be a role model for Tom and show him how to behave.
Am I out of my mind? What is that supposed to mean? Are you out of your mind? Did you hear the kinds of things he was yelling? He made such a scene in front of everyone. Tom must have been wishing that he could just sink into the ground and disappear. All of his friends were there and so were their parents. Imagine how he feels right now.
You know how my dad is. Sure, he said some things that he shouldn't have said, but that doesn't mean you can tell him that he should be ashamed of himself. Or blame him for what happened to Tom either.
And why not? He should be ashamed of himself. He's a grown man acting like that in public. And it is his fault what happened to Tom. It's completely his fault. Are you trying to say that it was someone else's?
I'm saying that you shouldn't just yell at him and blame him for it in the car park. You are no better than him after that. What do you think people saw? They saw you yelling at an old man. Do you think that's a good look?
I don't care what they think of me. I'm only thinking of Tom. Do you have any idea how excited he's been for this upcoming season? He tried so hard at all of his training days. He put so much effort into this. And now, because of your dad, he's banned for the next 3 games. He can't even go there to watch and support his team, and that's all because of Mike. Are you even thinking about your son at all?
Well, who was it that invited my dad to the game in the first place? That was you, if I recall correctly. You don't want to take any responsibility for that, then?
How was I supposed to know that he was gonna act like that? And you told me that you also thought it was a good idea. This was supposed to be a good chance for him to bond with his grandson, and look at what he did instead. And he even promised to not bring up the topic of playing football either, and could he even keep that promise? Of course not. Now, he's not just saying that sort of thing to our son only, but to everyone else.
Give him a break! He grew up in a different time. Things were different back then, and there are some things that he sees now that he doesn't like.
We also grew up in a different time. Everyone of different ages grew up in a different time. My dad grew up in a different time. He's the same age as Mike, and you don't see him going out there and acting like that, now do you? You can't just always use that same excuse to defend him. He might have grown up when things weren't like they are now, but he needs to get used to how they are.
Oh, so your parents are just so much better than mine. Is that what it is? Bill doesn't act like my dad and he is automatically better than him, is he? Well, I didn't see him there at the game. My dad was there. Where was yours?
That is not what I'm saying at all. There's no comparisons being made, but if my dad and Mike are the same age, then you can't use that as an excuse to defend your dad. And the only reason my parents weren't there is because Dad was taking Mom to the doctor for a checkup.
Whatever. I'm just telling you that you need to stop acting like this towards my dad. You need to respect him, even if there are some differences between you.
After today, I don't have any respect for him. How can I respect someone like that? You don't care how he talks to me, but all of a sudden I just have to bow to him and let him walk all over me?
You don't have to do that, but you can't talk to him like you did today. I want you to go and apologize to him.
You have got to be kidding me. He needs to come here and apologize to Tom. I don't care how he acts towards me. I'm an adult. I can take whatever snarky comments he has to send my way. But I don't want him around Tom anymore. He's gonna be a bad influence on him. He didn't care that Tom got ejected and banned. He said that he would be back to do it all again.
You cannot keep my dad away from his grandson. That is completely out of the question.
And I never wanted to before now. I was the one trying to defend him to Tom, but this is too much. Do you not care about our son? Can't you see how this sort of thing might affect him as he's growing up?
Of course I care about our son. Don't you dare say that I don't. But he can't be kept away from his grandfather. Or what? Should he only be allowed to interact with your family because they're so much better than mine?
I never said that even once. I have never said anything even close to that. Why do you keep shifting the conversation there? Okay, let's just calm down for a second. All I'm saying is that I don't like the way he behaves in front of Tom. He is still a young kid, and it's the people closest to him who are going to influence the way he grows up. I'm not sure that Mike is the best influence there is. Can't you see where I am coming from?
Maybe a little, but that doesn't mean that we should keep the two of them apart.
Then what do you suggest? What can we do to make this better? What can we do to make sure that Mike gets to see Tom, but doesn't act like that around him?
I don't know! Maybe nothing! Maybe it's fine just as it is. He's been like this around Tom for the last 10 years and there hasn't been a problem. Why are you making it into such a big deal now?
Because it's never been a problem before, but it is now. This is not the same as it was when Tom was 4 or 5 years old.
I'm sick of this. We're going around in circles. I'm going to step out for a while and get some fresh air to clear my mind. But I meant what I said. You're not keeping my dad away from our son, and I still want you to apologize to him.
Hey, kiddo, how are you doing? Are you holding up okay?
How do you think? Look at what happened today. I hate this. I felt so stupid having to walk off like that. I didn't even get through the first game of the season without getting banned. And I didn't even do anything! Why am I being punished for something that I didn't do? Why couldn't they have just kicked Mike out? He was the only one doing something wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. But try to calm down a little, okay? I know that what happened isn't fair, but you shouldn't be yelling.
Why not? I heard you and Mom yelling from the other room. Why do you get to yell and I don't?
You heard us? Oh, I'm sorry, son. You weren't supposed to hear that. I didn't realize that we were being so loud. Listen, your mom and I are gonna step out for a little while, so I need you to stay here and hold down the fort, okay? Will you be okay by yourself for a while?
I'll be fine. But where are you going?
Your mom is just going out for some fresh air, and I'm gonna go and see my dad for a bit.
You're going to see Grandpa Bill? Why? Can't you bring me with you too?
Not this time. I'll bring you along the next time I go and visit him, though. There's just a few things I need to talk to him about. I won't be long, though. Maybe just an hour, or maybe a little longer. Let's talk about this all properly when I get back, okay? And remember, I'm on your side.
Sure, Dad. Okay. I know you are.
Hey, Dad. Sorry to drop in on you like this.
Harry, it's good to see you. I don't mind at all. It's not like you to come without calling first, though.
Yeah, I know. I hope I'm not getting in the way, though.
getting in the way? Don't be ridiculous. You know your mom and I are always happy to see you.
How is she anyway? What did the doctor say?
Oh, she's just fine. Just taking a rest in the bedroom. It was just a checkup and everything seems normal, but they took some blood to get some tests done and she's a little lightheaded from that. She said she just needed to take a nap and then she'll be right as rain again.
That's good, but why did they need the blood tests? Are they looking for something in particular?
No, not at all. Just a regular procedure type of thing. It's always better to know in advance than have something nasty sneak up on you.
I guess you're right. I don't want anything to happen to her, so I'm glad that she's taking care of herself.
Sit down, I'll make some coffee. But what are you doing here? Didn't Tom have his first soccer game today? I thought you guys would all still be out at the pitch. Did the time change or something this season?
No, it didn't change, and, well, that's kind of the reason why I'm here to talk to you.
Oh no, this doesn't sound good. Was he upset that I wasn't able to make it? Did you tell him that I wanted to be there, but I had to take your mom to the doctor?
Oh, don't worry, he's not upset about it. He knows you would have been there, and I did tell him about the doctor as well. No, this is something else that happened. It's much worse. Much worse.
Well, let's hear it then.
Let me fill you in on what happened, but I think I need some advice from you on how to sort all of this out afterwards. Mike came to the game today.
You mean June's dad? That's quite a surprise. I thought he always hated soccer. I would have never expected him to show up at one of the games. He's never done that before.
He did. I mean, he still does. But they were over for dinner last week, and I thought that I would invite him, especially since you weren't going to be there. I thought that this would be a nice way for him to spend some more time with Tom, you know? Show some interest in what his grandson wanted to do.
That's a nice idea. He should show interest in Tom, while Tom is still young and wants to spend time with his grandparents. Before long, he'll grow up and we'll be lucky to even get to talk to him.
I don't think Tom will be like that when he gets older. He loves spending time with you. Anyway, well, I thought it was going to be a good idea to have Mike there, but it wasn't at all.
What happened?
So, you know how Mike has always been the kind of man's man sort of thing. He always used to say stuff about me and my job and how it's not real. How I should get a real job so that I can support the family and all the rest of it. Remember me telling you about that?
Yeah, you used to say that sometimes, but I thought you had gotten over that sort of thing.
Yeah, I have. I don't care what he says to me at all. But now he started being like that towards Tom, too. He was never like that before, but I guess now that Tom is at the age where he's playing sports or whatever, he started being like that towards him. He always mentions how soccer isn't a real sport, or how it's only played by wimps, and how Tom needs to step up and play a real man's game like football or baseball.
You mean he says that directly to Tom's face? Surely not.
That's exactly what I mean. Tom doesn't like it, and he even told me that he didn't. He wasn't excited at all when I told him that it was Grandpa Mike and not Grandpa Bill who was over for dinner last week. Anyway, after dinner, I talked to him about it and asked him not to be that way, to think a little bit more about what Tom wants and be there for him as his grandfather, you know? Well, he told me that he didn't agree with this soft-handed approach, but agreed to not mention football anymore, at least so that it didn't turn Tom off the game in the future.
Well, the reason may not be the best, but it's a start, isn't it?
Yeah, I was hopeful too. That's why I thought it would be okay to invite him to the game. If he saw Tom out there doing his best and having fun, I thought that he would change his mind a little bit.
And by the fact that you're here right now, I'm guessing that things didn't go that way, did they?
Not even close. He was there on the sidelines abusing the players, abusing the referee, abusing the sport as a whole.
Oh, good lord.
June and I tried to get him to quiet down, but he didn't listen. Everyone was looking at us, and he kept it up for almost half the game.
And then what happened?
And then the ref decided that he had finally had enough of us and came over and ejected all of us, including Tom. He got kicked off the field and banned for 3 matches.
Oh no, the poor boy. He must have been devastated.
I'm sure he was. I could see it in his eyes, even though he didn't say anything.
Have you talked to him about it yet? What did he have to say?
No, I haven't talked to him yet. I will when I get home. The main thing I have a problem with is that afterwards, June and I had an argument about it all. I told her that what her dad did was unacceptable and that he shouldn't be around our son if he can't treat him with respect. She told me that I had no right keeping her father away from his grandson and basically took his side. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I did yell at Mike a bit in the car park after we got kicked out, and she was not too happy about that. She said I had no right to talk to him like that and that I should apologize to him.
She really took his side, even though it affected Tom like that?
That's what I said. I can't believe that she would side with him when it comes to our son. I get it if it was just me who had a problem with him, but not when it comes to Tom. He always has to be the #1 priority. At least that's what I think.
And you're right to think that. That's how all parents should think.
Yeah, well, anyway, now she's demanding that I apologize to Mike, and then she stormed out of the house. What am I supposed to do? I need to be on Tom's side in this. I can't just go up to her old man and say sorry as though I'm some little kid. She always defends him by saying that he grew up in a different time, but so did you, and you've never been like that. I just don't know what to think when I see her sidelining Tom like that. I need to be there for him, especially now. I can't just act as though what Mike did wasn't wrong. I don't think Tom would ever look at me the same after that. But if I don't apologize to Mike, then I don't know what I'm going to do about June.
That's quite a mess you've gotten yourself into, and all over a friendly Saturday soccer game.
Yeah, although it wasn't very friendly today, I can tell you that much. So, any ideas on what I should do? How am I supposed to balance this one out? I really have no idea on what I'm supposed to do.
Well, you know I wasn't there and don't know anything apart from what you told me. But maybe first just talk to Tom about it and see what he wants to do. He might only be 10, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have his own ideas about what's right and wrong and all the rest of it. Unless you talk to him, you won't know what you should do to support him. And at the very least, maybe don't go inviting Mike to any more games.
You can be damn sure I won't be doing that. The problem is keeping him away from it. He said that he would be back after the ban to do the same thing.
Oh dear, that's not what I was expecting to hear.
Oh, okay, Dad. I think I'll just talk to Tom about it. I'm sure I'll find the answer that way.
Sorry I couldn't be of too much help to you.
No, you were. It was good to get it out and hear myself say everything. But I think I'll be able to come up with a solution on my drive home. Thanks, Dad. And say hi to Mom for me when she wakes up from her nap. Hey, can I come in? I just got back from Grandpa Bill's.
Yeah, come in. You were quick.
I told you that I wouldn't be long, didn't I? Listen, I just wanted to talk to you about what happened today at the field. I'm really sorry things turned out that way. I'm the one who invited Mike. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I really didn't imagine that things would turn out this way. I wanted him to see you play. I thought that he might change his mind about the game afterwards. I was wrong.
I know that you didn't want this to happen, Dad. I know it's not your fault, Dad. But why does he have to be like that? Why couldn't he just watch? Or if he didn't like it, he could have left. Isn't that why adults have cars? So that they can leave or go places whenever they want to? Everyone was making fun of me when they found out that it was my grandpa. And now I'm banned for the next 3 games and I didn't even do anything!
I know. It really sucks. And you were so excited for the season as well.
I tried so hard at every single practice. I don't know if I even want to go back. Everyone's going to laugh at me for what happened today.
Hey now, don't you say that you don't want to go back. You love soccer. And you can still go to the practices. They only banned you from the games. You'll just have to be patient and take this time to get better so that the team will have their star player in good form when your ban is up.
Yeah, but it's going to be so embarrassing playing again. Everyone knows. I know everyone is going to laugh at me at practice. And what's the point of practicing now? Maybe the coach will just bench me from now on.
You know that he won't bench his star player, and the point of practicing is still to get even better. You don't want to get rusty, do you? But it's also nothing that you did. There is nothing for you to be ashamed about. Mike is the one who should be ashamed. The other kids might laugh for a little bit or tease you, but it's not the end of the world. You can bounce back from this.
I know it isn't the end of the world, but this sucks anyway. You know how I said that I heard you and Mom yelling from the next room? I heard her say that we need to go and apologize to Grandpa Mike. Is that true? Do we really have to go and do that? I don't want to say sorry. I didn't do anything to be sorry for.
Well, your mom said that I need to go and apologize. I was the one who was yelling at Mike. I'm sorry that you had to see that. I shouldn't have lost my cool like that. You don't have to say sorry for anything. You're right that you didn't do anything that you should say sorry for.
But you stood up for me by yelling at him. He was the one doing something bad. Are you going to say sorry to him? I don't think you did anything bad. Why should you say sorry if you didn't do anything wrong? I thought you only say sorry when you hurt someone.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. Sometimes saying sorry can stop things from getting worse than they are, even if you didn't really do anything wrong. You'll realize that as you get older. There will be many times like that in your life, and it's up to you to decide whether it's worth it to say sorry or not. I don't know just yet if I'm going to apologize to Mike. I wanted to talk to you and see what you wanted to do. You're the one who this is affecting the most. What do you want to do about it? I know that you must still be angry and upset about this right now, but you should start to think about what to do as well.
I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Nothing that I do will get me unbanned anyway. But I do know that I just don't want him at my games anymore. He said that he was going to come back and do the same thing. He's not really going to do that, is he? I'll just get banned again before I even get to play. Dad, you have to stop him from coming. He never even came before, and now he only wants to go again to cause more trouble.
I know, don't worry, he won't be coming to any more of your games. If there's one thing that I can make sure of, that's gonna be it. I won't let him be there. Listen, I have an idea, but you can say no if you want. I think it's the best way to have him not come anymore, and at the same time, it might even earn his respect a little bit.
Do you really think there is something that will work like that? What is your idea?
I'm not sure if it'll work like that or not, but I think it's worth a try all the same. Why don't the two of us go to Grandpa Mike's together and you can tell him that you don't want him there? That way, he can hear it from you. He won't listen to me, and then he'll see that you're a real man who can stand up for himself. And that you don't need to play football to prove it. If he hears it from you, I think it'll get through to him.
Will that be okay? Won't I get in trouble for talking to him like that?
I'm not telling you to be rude to him. Just tell him how you feel. If he hears it from you, then he should be able to understand what he did. And don't worry, I'll be there with you this whole time. You can do this.
Okay, I will try. But what if it doesn't work? What if he gets angry?
Even if it doesn't work, you can at least hold your head high, knowing that you tried your best. Now, let's get going.
Well, look who thought they could come knocking on my door. What do you think you're doing here? And you didn't even call. Do you really think that you can just show up here whenever you want to?
Hello, Mike. Sorry to show up without letting you know in advance, but can we come in? There's a few things I think we need to talk about.
No, actually, you damn well can't come into my house. If there's something you need to tell me, then you can tell me right here on this porch.
Okay, that's fine with us too. We can do it out here just as well as inside. Obviously, we wanted to talk about what happened today at the soccer game. I think you'll agree that there are a few things that need to be said about it.
I don't know if there's anything that needs to be said, or there is only one thing that you need to say to me. Have you come here to apologize? Because that's the only thing I want to hear coming out of your mouth from now on. You can apologize to me for what you said to me, and for making me watch that god-awful excuse for a sport as well. Never in my life have I let someone like you speak to me in that kind of way. If you're not here to apologize, then you can get the hell out of my house. You are not welcome on my property.
We're not here to apologize, but we won't leave until we have said what we came here to say. After that, though, we will leave.
God, fine. You have 5 minutes of my time. I'm not gonna waste any more of it on you today. God knows that I've wasted enough of it as it is. What do you want?
I think that the way that you behaved today was unacceptable. You had no right to embarrass Tom like that, or to behave like that towards the other players. It was just a weekend league for kids. There was no need to start yelling at anyone the way you did. And that's not to even mention the referee as well. He's just a volunteer, you know? He's not getting paid to put up with that sort of thing.
I believe what I said to all of them, and I will do it again too. That idiot deserved a good earful from me. Imagine the nerve of him waving those little cards around, thinking that he can just tell me what to do. No, I don't regret anything that I said or did today. I was right and I will stand by it.
No, that won't be happening. Not under any circumstances. You're not showing up there again. Look, maybe I went a little too far in the car park, but I still do think that what I said needed to be said. Just maybe not in such a heated way. The two of us are adults, and we should have acted as such, especially around children.
That sounds like an apology to me, but you'd better say it straight and proper if you want me to accept it.
Don't mistake me, please. I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying that maybe I should have handled it better in front of Tom. That's all. Now, Tom has something he wants to tell you as well. Go on, Tom. You can do it. I'm right here.
Grandpa, I really don't like what you did today. I was embarrassed and the other kids were laughing at me. I know you don't like soccer, but I do. I love playing soccer and I want to keep playing it. Now I can't play because of you for 3 games. I was so excited for the season. I worked really hard. I don't want you to come to any of my games anymore. I don't want you there yelling at people. I don't want to be banned again for something that I didn't do. I don't think it was fair.
Good job, Tom. That's the way.
Oh, I see what is going on here. You think you can pull the wool over my eyes with this little stunt, do you? Harry, you poor excuse of a man. You don't want me to be around anymore, but you're too much of a coward to come and tell it to my face. So instead, you feed your little pipsqueak some lines and have him tell me instead of you. This is unbelievable. You should be here to apologize to me, and this is what you do instead? You're a disgrace. I do what I want, and neither you nor that little runt of yours is gonna tell me otherwise. Now come over here, you damn idiot. I'll show you what I think of a man who can't even speak his own mind.
Grandpa, stop! Dad! Harry! I'm so sorry about what happened. I don't know what Mike was thinking. He's not usually that kind of person. How's your nose? Is it okay?
Thanks, Clara. The nose is doing okay. The bleeding has stopped at least, but I don't think anything is broken. I can expect there to be some bruising around my eyes, though, I suppose. This will be a fun one to have to explain to people.
I really am dreadfully sorry. I would have called you earlier, but I have my hands full trying to calm Mike down. I tried to get Mike to call you and apologize as well, but you know what he's like. He just won't listen to me. He says that he won't say sorry because he's not. I feel horrible about all of this. I promise that I will convince him to go over to yours and apologize for all this mess. He had no right doing that.
No need to worry yourself too much, Clara. I don't expect him to do anything of the sort. I know that his pride won't allow it. But have you heard anything from June at all? She left the house a few hours ago, but she hasn't been back yet. I haven't heard anything from her either. I'm sure she's fine. She needed to clear her head a little bit. I didn't want to disturb her by calling her.
She gave me a text a little bit back and told me that she was going to stop in at our house. She must be on her way now, I guess. But she did say that she was going to stay the night. Is everything okay? Did you two have a fight about something?
Everything is okay, Clara. We had a little argument, but nothing for you to worry about. Tell her that I'll see her tomorrow.
Harry, what the hell were you thinking? I told you to go and apologize to my dad, and what do? You bring our son along with you and antagonize him even more. You really are out of your damn mind. What kind of game do you think you're playing here? And then you have Mom calling you and saying sorry? And for what? This isn't how you treat my family. I won't stand for it.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know what he did? I brought Tom over there so that he could tell Mike how he felt about what happened at the game. Tom doesn't want Mike at the games. And then do you know what Mike did? He punched me in the face, June, in front of our son.
And maybe he was right too. Maybe he's right that you do need to man up a little bit. He's 60 years old. What kind of punch can he throw at you?
It doesn't matter that he's 60. He's still got a good one on me. And it's not even about that. I don't care that he hurt me or whatever, but he punched me in front of Tom. I just can't stand for this anymore. First, I was fine with him just not being at the games and keeping his mouth shut about football. Not that he managed to do that for very long, but that's not enough. I will not allow him to be around our son when he's acting like this. He's violent, he verbally abuses people, and he is simply not a good person for Tom to be seeing as he grows up.
I told you that you have no right to cut him out of our son's life. You have no right. You don't get to make those sorts of decisions on your own.
It's not just me either. Tom doesn't want to see him anymore. How do you think he feels after he saw me get hit by his grandpa, who he already doesn't like too much? I'm telling you that this is it. He has gone too far now, and I will not let him near Tom. I'm drawing a line in the sand, and I will not back down from this.
You won't back down, huh? So it doesn't matter to you that this is my family that you're talking about? I don't have a say in this at all. Tom is my son too. He's not just yours.
I know that he is, but sometimes I'm not sure if you do. You haven't taken his side in this at all, when your dad is clearly the one in the wrong. You need to be there for him, and you're not. Where were you all day yesterday?
I went out to clear my head just like I told you. Then I stayed at my parents' house because I didn't want to be around you.
Fine, but what about Tom? You didn't think that you should be there for him? At least ask him how he was feeling? If he was upset about not being able to play for the next 3 weeks, did you not think about him at all?
He's not a baby, Harry. He doesn't need me to be there to hold his hand all of the time. This is one thing that Dad is right about. You coddle him too much. You need to let him go a bit.
I'm not asking you to hold his hand. I'm just asking you to ask him if he's okay. Is that too much for you to do? Does your dad always have to come first, even before your own son?
It's not about that. Stop asking me those kinds of questions. Anyway, I told you what needs to happen. I will not allow you to disrespect my family like this. You need to apologize to my dad. And now so does Tom. You shouldn't have gotten him involved like you did. This one is on you.
There is no way in hell that I'm gonna apologize to that old crank. And neither is Tom. All he did was tell him how he felt, and he did it well. He has no need to go back on what he said for that man.
Old crank. Are you seriously speaking about him like that? Listen to me, Harry, and listen to me very carefully. You get in your car right this instant and go and apologize to him, or we're done. I will not be married to a man who cannot respect my family and who wants to cut my dad out of our son's life. I will not do it. Do you understand me? Now get your keys and go.
No, June, I won't do that. I refuse to do that.
What did you just say now?
I said I won't do that. If you want a divorce over this, then fine, we can get a divorce. I don't want to be married to a woman who can't get over herself and her dad and protect her own son when she needs to. That man has no business being in Tom's life. I will take him and raise him on my own.
You? You think that you will get Tom? Are you out of your mind? All you're going to get out of this divorce is a life of loneliness. Tom is coming with me. I'm going to get him and take him to my parents' house. We'll stay there while we figure things out.
You are not taking him, June. He is my son, and I have always been the one to put him first. And you're definitely not taking him to any place that Mike is. Don't even try.
Do you really think you have a say in this? How do you think the judge will decide on this case? They always side with the mother. You have no chance.
That's not true. They often side with the mother, but in this case, I'm sure they will side with me. I will stake everything on it.
Keep living in whatever fantasy land you're in right now. I'm leaving. Tom, get out here. We're going to your grandparents' house. I don't want to go with you, Mom. What did you just say to me? I said that I don't want to go with you. I want to stay here with Dad. And to hell with the both of you! You can keep him for now, but this isn't how things will end. I will see you in court. I will get custody of Tom, and I will gouge you for everything that you have when it comes to child support. And that's not a threat. It's a promise.
Hey, kiddo! Jump in the back. Your boots aren't too muddy now, are they?
They're pretty bad today, actually, Dad. It rained a lot. My uniform is kind of messed up, too.
Oh, I can see that now. You know what? It doesn't matter. Hop in the front and I can clean the car later. How was practice today? Did everything go well?
It was great. I had a lot of fun and I scored this amazing goal. You should have been there to see it.
Oh, that is great. I wish I was. Maybe you can try do another one like that at the game this week. Your grandpa Bill would love to see it as well.
I'll try, but no promises. It wasn't the kind of trick that you can just pull whenever you want to. It would be cool to do all the time, though.
Okay, you just do your best and I won't hold it against you.
Dad, the kids finally stopped making fun of me today for what happened with Mike.
Mike? Not Grandpa Mike.
I don't want to think of him as my grandpa anymore. Not after he hit you.
Oh, I see. Well, it's good that they're not teasing you anymore. It took a while.
Yeah, it did. But it got less often over time. Today was the first day that no one mentioned it even once, though.
I guess you can't blame them. I mean, it must have been pretty funny for them, don't you think? Seeing some crazy old guy yelling on the side about football or whatever else.
Yeah, it might have been funny if it wasn't my grandpa. I guess I would have acted like the others did if it was someone else's grandpa.
I know, but that's all behind us now. Let's try not to think about Mike too much anymore.
Dad, can I say something?
Yeah, of course. Anything you want. What's up?
I just wanted to say thanks for standing up for me back then. I know that I didn't say anything really, but I am glad that you were on my side.
I'll always be on your side, Tom. That's a promise.
I know you will be. And I'm sorry about Mom. I didn't want you two to break up. But I am glad that I am living with you. And I can still see her as well, so I guess it's not so bad.
That's alright, Tom. That's what I'm here for. I will always be here for you. And guess what?
What?
Your grandparents are over for dinner. They cooked, so I hope you're hungry.
You mean Grandpa Bill and Grandma Irene?
Who else would it be? Now let's go home. You just know they've made something delicious for us. June and I got a divorce not long after she walked out that day and went to stay with her parents. I say not long, but what I mean is that we started the process not long after. The divorce itself was long and painful, and she did everything she could to try and have custody of Tom. But this was something that I wouldn't budge on, and as I knew I would in my heart, I was the one who won final custody of him. Of course, he still gets to see his mom, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I never wanted to keep him away from anyone in the family, but I just couldn't let Mike be around him in good faith anymore. The judge seemed to agree. Once the evidence came out that he attacked me in front of Tom, that was when the case started going in my favor. I think it also helped that I didn't push for any child support either. But who really knows how those things are decided? I didn't want to ruin June's life or anything. I just wanted to make sure that Tom was growing up in the best environment that he could. And that was not around a man who belittled him and displayed violence in front of him either. It was hard to part with June over this. We had a good relationship the entire time we were married, but when it comes to Tom, I just can't choose anything over him. There can be no thought of compromise when it comes to my son. Now I have my parents over more than before, and they help me look after him when I'm busy with work. They don't live too far and are happy to help out whenever they can. And you can imagine that Tom is more than thrilled to see them so often these days. Clara still comes around from time to time, and I don't mind that at all. She was always nice and never at all like Mike. As you might expect, we never heard from Mike again, and Clara never mentions him in front of us. Apparently, even when Tom does go over there, Mike just locks himself in his room and doesn't even come out to say hello to him. It's no big loss for Tom, but it proves my point that he is not the kind of person who should be influencing a boy at that age. We have a long road ahead of us and many more milestones to reach, but I will be there with my son, supporting him every single step of the way.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.